that they jealous them, the reason why they kill them. This thing they happen for so long, many years ago. Maybe today start. Since 1690, black people have been suffering this discrimination and racism. This one, another white woman, when it be say they inside government. Now all of them they work hand to hand. The whole meeting when they do, now all of them do it together. The other video when I make the other day, that one can tell us say in Papa be Pharaoh. Say need me be Pharaoh. Say now because say Pharaoh do wetin you do, now make that they maltreat black. Now can I say me? I not be Pharaoh, my papa not be Pharaoh, I beg. Yeah? For Egypt, white people they there, black people they never be only black day for Egypt. So now when be the white Pharaoh, so now be the white witch, and the maltreat people now, the oppress people up to now. But this woman own now touch me. This woman own to touch me. Because now waiting many people they pass through. Waiting many people they experience. Even in America, there, in Africa, even in Europe, even in Asia, anywhere. No white people. Except those when be say they get the mind of God, when not be wish, when be say God bless them, give them pure hearts right from heaven they come. Except those. If not, many of them are very jealous of black. And they can do anything to bring down black person. This one are the confession of this woman. The woman still talk, as he talk and he still mention Europe put inside. Still talk why Europeans then they collect picking for people hand. Why did they collect people picking for black people hands? All these ones now to make their own plenty, make your own small. You can imagine. Some now the ones when they pay their money, make that they born. That is why you go see now say many camp for Europe everywhere. They measure even Germany. Everywhere they go gather people. Instead, when they go give you work or documents to help you, they no go do that one for you. They go they give you chicken change. They frustrate your life, your husband life, your children's life. If they say you not agree, you not d'accord with them for what they won't do, they go carry you go back to Nigeria or to your country. The other thing where they go do, maybe they go say, okay, what they go do now to collect picking from your hands. The first time you go by, you leave your picking. My friend, I dey hot. My mind, it dey boil. When my mind dey boil, be say, all these Oyibo people they complain say to get picking they very hard. Say to born it too hard to born. They no fit pass all those pain. But they go see person will be say pass all this pain finish. They go won't play you collect your picking for your hand. These people now the wicked they are inhuman. Many of them are inhuman. After the confession of this woman, my dear, people when be say that they out there when they for their hand, men now be very careful. Men are they very careful. These people are not in any way helping you. They are not there to help you. If they want to help you, let them give you documents. Let them help you for work so that you will start to take care of your family by your own, on your own. The other they won't get even they give message for Paris. Say no, say now he with your husband be the quarry before they give her money. He don't know whether if you with your husband said to go back, whether the money they go they come out, they go tell us me they can't pay all those money back. And it they happen. So what is the reason why they give me money? If me and my husband quarrel, you give me money, but if I settle with my husband, you don't give me money, which means you don't need my progress, my people. Make some of you they get sense. Men they know they carry no safety they put for their hand. Some of them they make those mistakes. And not be no fault, Many of them not be no fault because not their plan. The other plan when they get not to know they give black people documents. They no want give black documents. Now they hear me. They no want to they give black documents. They want to make black suffer. The ones when be say he do it there for their hand. When they be say don't enter their trap. Now those ones they feel hooked. Now those ones when they be say they don't want give. They don't need anything for. They don't want give the document and they don't want any progress from them. They just want hook you for one place so that you go be slave till that person go die. They will carry the dead body go through it for cemetery. Is that fair? Wetin una dey do e no good. If una no go fit help person, make una leave that person. And the thing wey even dey pain me, all those children now wey dey collect for all those their mothers their hand, all those their parents their hand, no be say that they use good heart, lovely heart, they adopt those children. No. Those children, they suffer discrimination and racism even for their hand. They suffer bullying even for school, for club, for markets, for church, everywhere. It's very, very bad. And then they mention and they use their mouth, they talk and say, then they fear black too much. They say they fear una die. They say now they threaten them. Me, I don't know how not to threaten them. I don't know how black want to be their threat. They say they're not plenty. How una can't they make them not plenty? Oyibo na woman, black na woman. This one carry belle, this one carry belle. No, I no go born. Oyibo say they no go born pikin, but Oyibo go see black when they born pikin. They go want put for inside. They go want comot that pikin for your hand. Come on, man, ask Oyibo people. Now when they hear this my language, so when they speak. If now they hear this my language when they speak, na. They swear for una. It be like say God swear for una from heaven. Because some things when they for una bring, no they work. How some of una go dey almost 50 years, 60 years, 40 something years, una never born one pikin, una say na no need pikin. But at last, una go dey find another person pikin when I want destroy in life. They swear for una, na demon una be, may not change in mind there. So many of them even don't they beg them. That they beg the rest, they make they change. This woman, they use the man they talk and say they change their mind. But now not they stupid now. I think say na go school pass. I think say na dey intelligent pass, na go university pass. Upon all this, una government or una parents or anybody constantly they use una brain. They go give una gun, say man go keep person now go. And I will go jail. Look, if God they judge you tomorrow, he no go judge you with Trump. Oh. He no go judge you with Obama. He no go judge you with your mama or your papa. Now only you one he go judge. So may you be careful if they send you say make you they do bad thing. If they tell you make you they hate your fellow human being, be careful. Because at the end time, when God go come, not only you go answer your call. Mama no go there, papa no go there. Man are not us are not telling now. Because now some my matter be so. So my people we not come to talk. But this video, we will see they do and they go. They do and they go because our people need to learn many things. But the problem be say, men are first watch this woman. Men are cool down, watch and well. Reason waiting this woman using mouth to talk. So that tomorrow, any place when I foresee Oyibo, I beg, make una know how I will take waka. Men are know how I will take carry on life you give them. And for black people, they beg and say, men are unite. If una no unite, una no go fit fight this war. Una no go fit fight her. If the whole black no unite, because America now na Christian country, you can imagine wetin Christian country get for their minds. They do other fellow Christian country. Just only say because they be white. Now, so the Arab white people also still mislead our black people. When it be said today now, we dey see Boko Haram, we dey see Al Qaeda, we dey see this one, we dey see this one, we dey see Sudan on, we dey see Mali on, we dey see Buzu on. Everywhere, they destroy everywhere, all in the name of to kill black, all in the name of to dominate black people, all in the name of jealousy and selfishness. Are you God? Are you God that create black and white? Only black people be different color when they for this life. None of they see the red people for the green people. Then I know they see all those ones go they find. What in African black people do? What do we do? Our people when they for America everywhere and I don't keep the finish. The ones when they for Europe and I frustrate their life and I not give them paper. The ones when I give paper and I not give them work. Now son I do now carry money give Gaddafi block roads for how many years now they kill black people for inside Mediterranean Sea. The ones when die for days are maybe small. Only God now go judge now. Now only God now go feel judge now. So my people, when I watch this video very, very well. Listen to her. When I reason waiting there inside. Thanks for watching and please don't forget to subscribe as usual. Ciao.
And right now, white people are really frightened. If you don't understand the destruction of Planned Parenthood offices, and you don't understand the wall that we're going to build on the southern border of the United States, you haven't read the book The Birth Dearth by Ben Wattenberg. Ben Wattenberg was a brilliant Jewish man who was a member of the American Enterprise Institute, and he wrote a book, the first paragraph of which says, "The main problem confronting the United States today is there aren't enough white babies being born in this country." He was an advisor to presidents of the United States. He wrote the book in 1987. He says if we don't change this and change it rapidly, white people will lose their numerical majority in this country, and this will no longer be a white man's land. Now, I'm not misrepresenting this. I'm telling you almost exactly what he says. He says there are 3 things we can do to solve this. Number 1, we could pay women to have babies, as they have been doing in Western European nations for years. Then he says, and these are his words, not mine, unfortunately, we would have to pay women of all colors to have babies, so we don't want to do that. He says the second thing we could do is increase the number of legal immigrants that are allowed into this country every year. Then once again he says, unfortunately, the vast majority of those wanting to come to this country today are people of color, so we don't want to do that. The third thing he says, and women had better pay attention to this, 60% of the fetuses that are aborted every year are white. If we could keep that 60% alive, that would solve our birth dearth. Does that sound like racism to you?
Can you talk a little bit about the trauma associated with?
The trauma associated with it?
Yeah.
One of the main traumas is it tells white people that they are superior because of the lack of melanin in their skin. And then they find out suddenly that we've got a black president. That's traumatic. That's where the trauma is. Living a lie, finding out the truth is traumatic. Finding out now, recently, that within 30 years, white people will be in the numerical minority in this country is going to be traumatic. White people are scared to death right now, particularly white males. They're scared to death that they are going to lose their power in the future. And they are. But if you want to get ready for the future, if you want to be treated well in the future, treat others well in the present. What we do in the present constructs the future. We called the Japanese, and you'll pardon me, but this is what we called them, slant-eyed little yellow We didn't say that about the Germans. After the war, we rebuilt Germany and Japan. And we get along beautifully with the Japanese. That was in 1945 that we finally won that war. How many years ago was that? Figure that out quickly.
I'm not a math person, but...
You're not a math person, but you know it wasn't that far. Right. And it didn't take 50 years for us to have peace with the Japanese and the Germans, even though we dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan. The Japanese hadn't killed 10 million people. Nowhere near that. We didn't drop any bombs on Germany, any atomic bombs on Germany. They were a different kind of people. We couldn't afford to do that. We killed how many Japanese people with 2 atomic bombs? And they forgave us. You want to talk about forgiveness? You want to talk about changing this thing? I cannot understand how Japanese people can stand the sight of any of us, and yet they do. I cannot understand why black people who have been subjected to the ugliness that they've been subjected to in this country can get up every morning and go to work among us and not be absolutely furious. And I don't understand why we allow white people to behave the way they do. I don't understand that. And my 3rd graders, after they'd gone through the exercise, couldn't understand it and wouldn't tolerate it. And when they went up to junior high and a junior high teacher used the N-word, one of my former students said, if you're going to use that word, I'm going to go out in the hall until you stop using it, because we don't use that word in this school. That was a 7th grader who told his teacher off. When we have enough students who are willing to confront people who are making racist, sexist, ageist, homophobic statements, we're going to be better off. We have got to stop tolerating the intolerable. If it's intolerable for my black cousins, and every black person on this earth is one of my cousins, if it's intolerable for them, it's intolerable for me. I will not tolerate it. I will not tolerate it. That is not that. I am required not to tolerate that kind of treatment for the people who are related to me. And that's every person on the face of the earth. If your ignorance is such that you'll mistreat somebody because of your ignorance about the color of their skin, don't do it around me. Number 1, I've been threatened with death lots of times. Now I say, go for it, fool. My husband died 4 years ago. Being with him would not be a bad thing for me. Death is not the worst thing that can happen to you. Living a worthless, useless life is much worse than dying.